Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and these are the all-new iPhone 16 cases for spring 2025. Apple announced these alongside the new MacBook Air announcement this week, and we have 4 new colors. Now these start at $49, just like we had for everything else, and they're available for the iPhone 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max. I picked them up specifically for the iPhone 16 Pro, but they're basically the same across the lineup. They also introduced some new watch bands to go along with it, and we have 4 new colors. Apple discontinued the FineWoven brand as well as leather, so all we have is silicone. Now we have 4 colors, like I said. This is the new Periwinkle color. We have Peony, Aquamarine, and Tangerine. Let's go ahead and open it up. So again, $49. We do have MagSafe, thankfully. Let's pop this open here and see what we've got. We'll open each one individually, and we have a little pamphlet in here. We didn't have this the other day with the iPhone 16e cases, so they cut back a little bit there. But let's go ahead and take this off the case, and I'll open each one individually, and then we'll take a closer look. Here we have Peony, like I said. We'll open it up, see what we've got here. This is Aquamarine. And here we have Tangerine. So with the cases, they're basically the same we had before, but let's take a closer look. We'll take a look at all 4 of them here together, and you can see that on the right-hand side, we have a power sleep wake button, as well as the cutout or a little bit of a capacitive button for the camera control. So if we press on this a little bit, you can see that it does move ever so slightly. And then of course we can utilize camera control with that. I'll show you that on the phone in a little bit. Now, as you can see, there's nothing on the top, and on the left-hand side, we have our action button along with our volume buttons, and on the bottom, it's completely covered. So they've kept the theme they've had before, where we have a cutout for USB-C, along with the microphone holes and speaker holes. Other than that, we do have a nice microfiber lining inside, so you can see it's microfiber lined along with MagSafe, and if we zoom in here a little bit, you can see what it says. It says designed by Apple in California, assembled in Thailand. So let's see if they all say that, all assembled in Thailand. So that's something a little bit different. This one's assembled in China with Tangerine. So maybe they're sourcing them from different places, it seems. So that's something a little bit different or new. With the overall texture, they are fairly smooth. They do gather a good amount of lint, but they are nice and smooth to begin with, but they do get a little bit tacky over time, but not really sticky unless you're in a very hot environment. Of course, it is raised up on the back over the camera bump. Again, I'll show you that on the phones in just a moment. But basically, it's what you would expect. Again, we do have MagSafe, so it will adhere to that. And if you have a MagSafe adapter, again, we do have MagSafe. So they didn't remove it like they did on the iPhone 16e. Now let's see what it's like on the phone. Now I have the iPhone 16 Pro. Let's go ahead and try on the colors. I'm running iOS 18.3.1, which is available by the time this released. Let's see if it shows the colors here. So we do show that it has a MagSafe case, but it didn't turn periwinkle blue. But this gives you an idea of what it looks like. Let's try the next one. So we'll move on to Peony here. Let's try this one. Again, it just shows that we have MagSafe. And again, this shows what it looks like. Let's try Aquamarine. This is almost more of a mint color, it looks like. But again, we'll place it on the front. It recognizes it, but again, no color to match. So that's a bit of a disappointment. That was a nice touch that they had before. Nice attention to detail. And let's try Tangerine. So we'll place this on here. And again, it recognizes it, but not entirely. I think this looks best with Tangerine, but overall it looks pretty good. With the case on the phone, Apple has done a great job of using the camera controller, implementing that to make it feel the exact same as though you're not even using a case. So if we wake up the phone, press it again, we can go right into the camera, lightly double press, we go into our options, or press again, and then slide back and forth to zoom. So it feels as though you don't even have a case on the phone. So that's a great thing. The other buttons do give a little bit of resistance, so you will notice that, but it will help with unintended presses. And on the other side, the same is true with the volume buttons and the action button. We do get a little bit of camera protection as well, as you can see there, where it's raised above the camera, and this is a plastic ring. As far as durability, well, I wanted to share that, as many people always ask me how they hold up, and in the past, they didn't hold up well at all. This one you can see is probably the worst, but this is when it had an open bottom here, and it would even sort of tear off to the side sometimes. This is probably the worst one I've seen. However, on the more modern cases, it does seem to hold up a little bit better, but they tend to sort of rip in the corners from putting them in your pocket or maybe a purse or something else over and over. So they will rip over time. But again, Apple typically warrants that, usually within the first year or so. But either way, they aren't the most durable cases, but they do feel nice, add a nice amount of grip. And again, they protect the bottom. They do have a little bit of lay on the table protection as well. And this phone has a screen protector on it. So you'll see there is a lip there, even with a screen protector a little bit. And in general, they're decent cases. Not probably the best ones out there, but they are really nice and colorful. Let me know what you think of the latest spring lineup. Do you think Apple should bring back leather or FineWoven or something else, maybe vegan leather, something like that? Let me know what you think of them in the comments below and if you've picked any of them up. If you haven't subscribed already though, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.